Okay, market's about to open. Alright, market just opened. Things are breaking out. I needed things to pull back though. Big volume. This is a quantum stock that I want. I want to see this pull back in the morning, and then I'm going to add. See how Bitcoin's doing. Pretty good. I'm going to do some circle shares here. My stop is going to be 201.25. My fill was 208.88. This could push right away in the morning. That would be perfect. I wouldn't mind this coming back down and then coming back up, and I can hit it as the VWAP gets intercepted. Same thing for this, although I already added it for a circle. But it could absolutely come down, and then I'll have to buy it again. Circle I got perfect, if it can push. If not, I might get stopped out, and I'll buy it back later. Bitcoin looks good. See if circle pushes here. If it can get above 215, which is still 10 bucks away, then this thing could be off to the races. This is a recent IPO. It's just been super strong. 370% move up. I was just waiting for a pullback to get back involved. Now, the index is extended. It's been going up for so long, so I'm not getting super aggressive. The time to get super aggressive was around over here, as you were getting really good feedback on your trades, and you can keep sizing up. There is a good setup. I will take it. All right, here goes circle. Now this is some shorter time frame trading, but using daily structure. Or I'm not. This isn't a day trade. I'm trying to get a multi-day, multi-week trend trade, but I'm using the intraday charts to pinpoint my entry, which is what I just did. So if we get a good close today, then I'll keep it. But if I get stopped out, or price closes around here, I'll just punt it out. Once again, if we can break above 214, that would be pretty key. Because this is actually what I kind of want to see for Rigetti. I want to see the price come down a little bit and get sold off. See if Circle can hold here, which I have a position in personally. This is sort of just a normal. I think a lot of people got scared yesterday with a 3% pullback, but it hasn't even broken the 5 DMA, so there's really nothing to be worried about with Bitcoin. It's a very normal reaction after going up like 5 days in a row. I really like this entry on Circle if this can push. Now I'm going to start trying to measure where I could get in on Rigetti if this wants to reclaim the VWAP. Or I might look for an entry here. Or I'm back in Rigetti here at 1464 with my stop at 1377. See if this can push. Alright, so the two orders I just entered were Circle right here and then Rigetti. So we'll see if we can get some continuation on these. Bitcoin still looks good. I'm not touching Bitcoin. I'm not really worried about Bitcoin at all. Alright, here goes Rigetti. Looks like it's getting a little bit of follow through from my entry. I mean, this just has massive volume gapping up, and this is just a massive. This is a quantum stock, and it's just had a massive move up, as you can see, over like 1,000%, and it's just been basing for since January, and now it's just breaking out right here. So this was a really good opportunity. I would have liked my entry to be a little bit tighter, but I'll have to make do with that. Looks like Circle's getting some continuation. All right, Circle looks good. Rigetti sort of just dancing around. Circle looks really good, actually. That's a really good entry. If it can take out about 215 today, it could have a lot of room higher. This is sort of an example of how I trade live every day. I'm trying to catch big moves using the daily charts, but I'm using the intraday charts, reading the trend. So look, if I zoom in on the trend, we can see we get a higher low right here. You can put the anchored VWAP right there, and as you can see, we sort of get a higher low and a consolidation, and then we gap up overnight through this consolidation, and I'm adding right here, but I'm going on the 1-minute chart to pinpoint my entry to get a proper reward to risk ratio, trying to catch a bigger move on the longer time frames. That's how the same thing I did with Bitcoin. Same thing I do with every single trade, right? Once again, this is just a massive consolidation. Actually, on the weekly chart, this is almost like a flag. But then I'm pinpointing my entry at New York session open on the intraday charts, the 1 minute chart actually. Now, of course, they don't always work. These could absolutely get stopped out, but that's why you have a stop loss. That's why you manage risk properly. You don't want to. I'm properly risked. If my stop loss gets hit, I'm fine. Consistency. This is a trade I'll take all day. A massive, massive base, gapping up out of it. It is a theme. Quantum is definitely a theme that money is flowing into. And so, of course, is over here in Circle. It is financial company. And obviously, I mean, things like Robinhood have just been taking off. It's the same group as Robinhood. It's an IPO, however. And so there's a lot of money flowing into these stocks, which is really what all I look at. I'm looking at where money is flowing and taking advantage of opportunity. Getting pretty good push here on Circle. See if Rigetti can reclaim the VWAP. Maybe continue, because this does look really, really good. If this can break out of this range, this does look really good. Bitcoin's still just chilling. Obviously, it broke into new all-time highs. Looks completely healthy. Circle looks good. Once again, if we can get above 214 in it, that would be excellent. Sort of building this little range here. This is like almost a VWAP pinch, right? Things are sort of pinching in from these two anchors, right? So if it can pop above, then the stock could take off right there as buyers regain control, full control. Okay, this is up 30% now. Circle about 13%. That is a bull market for you. I mean, this thing is just absolutely ripping. That's a bull market. Just gotta know how to take advantage of it, really. Simple as that. We'll see how these close, but definitely looking to hold these for possibly a big move. I mean, this is about the best thing that you could possibly see.